Anyway, Alamein, let's get into it. And it will be Valley. Oftentimes, it doesn't look like an ally's favoured point. Sorry, an Axis favoured point, but it actually is. So, we should be just going to spawn somewhere random. But quite an interesting layout. Very wide for WRTB here to defend. But, in saying that, SoV do have the points behind them. The defensive point here, airfield hangars. But, yeah, it should be very interesting to see how this all pans out. Quite a little battle that we have in for the bowl here. Well, I like to call it the bowl. It's just a little nice shallow area. There's let's see how we're rolling out. Looks like we're getting nodes up. Nice, quick, smart, beautiful. But it will be potentially seeing an ATG here. But we'll see if there's any snipes come out. There are quite a few for this point. So it will be interesting to see what we have coming out here. Let's see what we got going on. So looks like we got our trucks starting to fill up. Another one over there. See if I can get my controls. Looks like we will see the second light coming out here for SoV. Pretty standard practice these days to run 2 lights. Looks like double recon here for WRTB. And we might just come in from the other side of this point. Just to sort of see how the trucks are moving in. And then we'll come right in on the action once these tanks get up into battle. So as we can see here, some preemptive supplies coming down, and I believe we could be in the right squad here for a snipe. So here we go. If my memory serves me correctly, allies do tend to get here just that little bit quicker. They get up over these lips, but they are quite exposed from Axis. And as such, we'll expect them to probably get boot bopped. Looks like the first shell's starting to come in here. Hitting all of those roads. Just a touch early on a couple of those. You do love to see it though. And looks like we will see the SoV trucks starting to come in. And it will be all nice and quiet. Okay, trucks stopping a little bit early there on the Allies side as the Axis trucks start to come in. So we will see some preemptive rockets, and will be Sons of Valor starting the cap. And a beautiful rocket there. Looks like it killed a fair chunk of the back of that truck. Absolute giblets everywhere. As looks like only one SL has made it so far for WRTB. Quite a difficult point to get in without getting spotted, so we'll see the battles here coming on in. And the artillery start to land. We will see these tank engagements as well. Looks like I believe the Crusader there taking a shot. be the light, sorry. It will be battling this P4, I believe it is, off in the distance. Yes, it is. And that would be the first medium battle going down there. Whoops, wrong way. To the way of WRTB. Very well played there. Unfortunately, fellas, there's not a lot of great places to go. Let's get in on the middle of this action here. As WRTB starting to flip the script here. First. But mass spawns coming out now. I will have to change my occlusion here, sorry guys. There we go, just so we can sort of see what exactly is going on here. And as you can see, WRTB really getting into that hard cap and some back, but the numbers are coming in quite heavy here, as looks like the southern side is being controlled by Sons of Valor here. The hard cap battle. Looks like Yahiko here going in, take out one. Black May getting the trade there for WRTB and start pushing them back as these tanks start to get into position to be able to assist WRTB here. And looks like that will be a truck kill there for the P4. P4 just having complete superiority at the moment, knowing that it doesn't have to contend with another tank, as they've already taken that out. So we'll see some interesting battles here on the southern side. Hopefully coming in, looks like Max here trying to find Dwight. We'll have a further target site. So we see the battle just sort of teetering. And Sons of Valor do have the upper hand for the moment. And I believe that would just be a going up. Wrong. No. First Puma getting taken out there. George Lucas defending his tank from Moogle. Looks like that P4 will take a shot. I believe that's a cheeky little ATG. And it is in a world of hurt at the moment. Get out there, looks like it is turret, and a beautiful shot there from that gunner. Just to displace them. I believe that could have even been a rocket, and the battle continues for mid-cap, but it will be WRTB getting more numbers within the cap sector. Within the hard cap, I should say. Black May here cruising on through, and we will see it starting to go the way of WRTB. Just have a quick look on the northern side here. Looks like Larry Thorne's got his work cut out for him. And a beautiful artillery shell there by the looks. Could be wrong. Looks like we've got, I believe, a Puma just going around the back there. Cheeky and enabling them to help control that northern side of the hill, which is very important to wipe them off. And looks like WRTB has more or less pushed them all back. The artillery is starting to land on those OPs of Sons of Valor here. And looks like it will be Sons of Valor here getting pushed back. Wow, that truck had a weird noise there. Looks like this will be WRTB cap. Keeler there, just getting around the back. So that's a recon tank has been found. Sun's SoV will take that out. It's a massive grind over here at the moment. But, yeah, that artillery just absolutely locking them in. I believe that is an ATG shooting at this P4, but I haven't seen the first heavies come up yet. They are in that territory though. Just looks like they are getting sort of boxed in at the moment. That artillery smashing down. Tank shells flying. Nice shot there from Kessel. Although no burst here. Will be a bombing run here. Seem to take a bit. Fortunately, probably was a touch early there to wipe any real spawns, but ATG gets taken out there by the Panzer IV. It will be the battle here. Just holding on though. Like they're holding those positions, which is very important for SoV here. I mean, it will be artillery central. Just have a quick look to see if there's any sort of flanks going on. Looks like garrisons have gone up here for WRTB, nice and wide. And with their recon starting to loop around. As we see Max coming up the hill here. Will be quite a little difficult engagement here. And, they will meet. Shots placed there. Jeez, it's so janky going up and down. Looks like the front line has almost established itself. Just zoom out a little bit here. See what's happening with SoV. Looks like the first Tiger has come up there for WRTB. I'm yet to see where the Churchill has decided to come out. Looks like it is just chilling back on that defensive side. It is quite hard to push that that open ground there, especially if you don't have the intel. So they will be holding on to an OP here, SoV, but have nearly been completely wiped out of that that valley there. Looks like a bear going off. Moogle ducking, weaving, manages to get into cover. Looks like he will look for the kill. Bit of a tough engagement this one. Looks like the Tiger is going for a cruise, so we could see that heavy on heavy engagement much earlier than what we thought. Looks like some intel has been gathered. Churchill is on the move as well. Just get down to the view here. And Reaper there trying to get the garrison on map edge. This is Rocket. He's got another shot, I reckon he'll nail it. And boom, great rocket there from Reaper. Looks like these tanks will see each other. We're scanning. I think the terrain's just in the road. And that's a ricochet off the turret to Narnia, more or less. terrain here might be really helping that Churchill. This one is manned here by 23 Caracho and Jesus. So the Churchill will go for a peek. Tiger will hit the some wood in front there. Coming out. So that will be one in the hull for each. Quite unsure who got the first shot there. I believe the Churchill did. And with the Tiger going down there in the first engagement. Unfortunately, that ricochet really doing him dirty there. It's well played by the Churchill there. Just go see who that was. Steph Lump and Spocky getting it done there for SoV, so that'll hurt, but SoV got to get their infantry back in the game here. It's a lot of open ground to cover, and looks like Spawny here got his work cut out for him. I think he's just waiting for some spawns, bit of support on this northern hill of valley. Just double check. It's enough map there. Come back to that in 5-10 minutes. So the OP will burn the center here. I'll take him out, so I'll take a bit for Spawny to get back in position and get his boys back in action. But, bit of a defensive mode for SoV at the moment. Looks like they are coming through the northern side of valley here, which is quite important. Sort of how you get back into valley. You can front door it, but once you sort of let them get to that ridge, it is quite difficult to budge them off. As we see, the MG's just sort of having a field day, but we'll get up on the other side here. Just double check, see what kind of spread we've got here. Looks like this area here, that's where sort of we see a few SoV players sort of re-establishing themselves from a garrison over there. But I believe this Churchill was making a bit of ground. Unfortunately, doesn't really have the infantry to let's get to those buildings. So it is Mughal and Gustav here. Makes their way up the hill. Got a lovely little nade coming out. And looks like a supply box coming in for WRTB there on the valley. And that is quite unfortunate. Cheeky little Puma is God, my lord. Just up on the hill, covering the entire hill. Very well thought out there by WRTB. And will really be a thorn for SoV. They really need to make sure that to sort of get into this point, as allies, you really do need that hill to the north. This one up here. Or at least one person up there to stop what's sort of happening right now, which is that Puma just killing any spawns, any people trying to get any advance. So we see a little bit of a break in the line here for SoV's defense here. And will we Max and Brammer coming in? See what else is sort of going on over here. Looks like WRTB have been able to set up quite well over here, up on the hill. Will be SoV being forced to play the wide game all the way up at Desert Rat Trenches here. But it will be a battle for this front line. We'll go back over there. Haven't checked up on what's what. And it will be Mughal just sort of getting in the thick of it. See him and Black May go at it probably for the 4th or 5th time this game so far. But it will be unsuccessful. Looks like we will see Brammer there starting to get pretty much into the hard cap right now. Like, that's an OP and get a few boys on worthy there. But it's... looks like we will see that tiger go down as well, actually. Just go double check that. I believe that tiger was just coming out of spawn. And yeah, this is the brutal part for Axis. If you sort of let them have that southern side, pretty much, you know, you gotta bring your tanks up through the north. At least have those accurate marks. So Churchill will claim another scalp of the Tigers today, but unfortunately for them, it looks like a bit of pressure coming in on this hard cap, and looks like Flick will get the kill on Brammer there, but Pickle Rick, he will come in for vengeance. Comrade. Will he see him? Looks like Flick there, getting the shots out. Oh, beautiful play there by Pickle Rick. And he will get the trade there. And it looks like WRTB starting to knock a bit on the front door here. As I said, it is a bit of a split front line. We still have a straight OP from Gustav here. Looks like a nice kill there from Zucker Bear. And brutal push here. I believe they might have dislodged this Puma. Yeah, looks like it shifted its focus a little bit. But the north side, absolutely free running here from WRTB. Just gaining that ground that the team has allowed. Get back in on this fight here. Looks like he will get taken out. A good little push here coming from the duo in Gustav and Zucker. So they will get a good little push on here. But unfortunately they do not really have a lot of map control to get a lot done with it. But they could displace here a fair bit of WRTB, which would be bloody brilliant to see. And like ships in the night, looks like irate, mate. Let's have a look around. Oh, Gustav. Where'd you pull that from? Brilliant play there on R8. And this front door looking quite spicy. Looks like Yoda coming down. And Rick will look to clean up that OP. Looks like Yoda will run past it. He might hear it. It's going for Gustav here. I think he was the one who got it, but the OP still stands, so they're still in with a little bit of a fight, but they are quite isolated as WRTB really pushing into that those northern hangars. This could be quite dangerous here. As these hills start to fall, as we can see, the last point is ambushed convoy. Very interesting battle here for the hill. Just try and get a little bit more perspective here. Looks like oh god, wrong way. SoV. It's really not that smooth on the up and down here. Looks like Larry Thorne will take out one. Around that corner, gets traded out by Horvat. Reinforcements for SoV here starting to come in. But still under a fair bit of pressure here. Go back on over to what the tanks are doing. Looks like some really long shots coming in. Could be artillery landing in Churchill. Looks like they're trying to sort of displace any infantry that are out there, but it's good to see Sons of Valor pushed up a bit. Been able to get maybe an OP or something up here. Just gain a little bit of ground back, but pressure there. We see the Puma coming in, dropping off some troops. So it's just their TC. check of the map. Looks like they are well set up. Some ATGs. Next Tiger's sort of coming out. That Northern Hill battle looks like it is coming from quite far away, but SoV here still being pushed on their 4th point. Looks like there will be the Crusader here. We'll be looking for those ATGs. Just to find one, but looks like they're sort of walking in for free here a little bit. Pickle Rick coming in with Oburst. And we will see a bit of a flicker here. So we'll try and get in on some of these gunfights. Looks like Sasha is in the hangar. It's a little bit janky to get in here, but looks like Pickle Rick going on for a bit of a wander. And he will find the kill there. Looks like he's found the garrison as well. It's quite the reinforcements there for SoV. Not sure if that was a rocket that just took out that. Looks like it's a Panzer II. And it will be a rocket that takes out that. And a brilliant one at that from Steve there. And this will be a bit intense here. Looks like we've got Pickle Rick and Oburst here. Will be SoV defending at the moment. Horvat there getting the kill onto Pickle Rick. Interesting battle. Sounds like we've got another battle going on over here. Oh, I must be blind. Cheeky little ATG just off to the side there. And, looks like bombing run coming in for WRTB. Backside of airfield. And this is the time to pounce, and it looks like it will be a bit of an all-in here as SoV forced to reset. I believe they must have gotten that Churchill that was up here. Either that or it has retreated. But, SoV holding on for the moment. Looks like they will be able to get that garrison back up and running. And should be wonderful to go. As you can see here, very treacherous at the moment for these allied tanks coming out. One ATG, bit of ATG on ATG violence right there. Will be the half track we see deployed here. We'll get some numbers back in, but will be WRTB really flooding into this point now. Got multiple OPs on that front door. Thought we had a live tiger there for a minute, but alas it was not. And the hardcat will be more or less in control, and Steve there getting another beautiful rocket onto that half track there, and I believe this will be that 4th cat falling right now. Unfortunately, it's really difficult to get back in to this point if you've sort of lost a lot of your spawns, and looks like their OPs were taken out prior. So we'll be WRTB cap here for airfield. And, looks like they have got that OP there to try and close that out quite early. We'll just have a quick look at the map. Nice spread here. We see the tanks are starting to come up for WRTB. At the moment, I'm not quite sure where the SoV tanks are. As I said, it is quite difficult to keep them up for both sides. You have to pay inactive, so but we'll see some shots coming in here. But that will be the 4th cap here, going the way of WRTB, and looks like we will see that immediate last cap pressure coming out from Colonel Clink here. The redeploys have come out for SoV, and it's not a massive amount of pressure, but it's enough that it'll completely divert any retake efforts here coming from SoV. So you can see they are quite well spread out, but I believe that will be an airhead coming in for WRTB, as we are almost quarter capped here. And it does look like they will be going for the kill shot here. Sons of Valor, they are rushing back by the looks. Getting there as fast as they can, but get there before the other squads are able to properly establish for WRTB, and they can defend this, but looks like Maid Walrus will go down there. Maid last one up on point, and they are holding it at the moment. Looks like they've got that sector weight in, and yes, there it is, the reinforcements for SoV coming in. But I believe that airhead did land. Looked like Rally coming in on the rear side here. Like he will walk over the supplies. I'm not even quite sure where that airhead landed. I believe it landed inside, but looks like the defense here at the moment is a very good job by SoV to really react to that. It is quite difficult. Looks like the airhead is still active though. It is within the bunker, so we could see a lot of pressure coming out here. And we do the one SL here, a decent amount of forces. We will quickly just go off this just to see what the 4th point's doing. And looks like we are starting to get a couple of SLs in here. Spawny managing to get in for SoV, but WRTB just fanning out and locking that out. Looks like he will hit a little one-on-one. Programmable there. Letting him go. Spawny will get taken out there. We'll have a look and see how this airhead has gone. Looks like a good amount of pressure is still coming, but SoV have reacted really well and managed to maintain and push out WRTB here, but looks like we got a massive amount of forces here coming. For WRTB, looks like we will have a little baby tank, a little Crusader. Just chilling there at the moment. Looks like it's under a bit of pressure. Just have a couple of tanks come out. But massive long shot on that. I believe that was the ATGs that were just on the hill there. Looks like it was a Tiger actually. Tiger has made its way up, and map with very long sight lines, you don't have a lot of places to hide, so and yeah, we see a bit of a front line here has started to form pretty much along the red-blue line now. Obviously that airhead and garrison allowing some other troops to get in there nice and quickly for WRTB has enabled this. Going over to the battle for the hill. Looks like Salty here. Come in, we'll take out one. So that'll do me for the minute. like this push has sort of been snuffed out here. And we will see a very cheeky Churchill getting another kill. Looks like it will be Smocky's crew getting that kill again. And we will see a P-strike on it. We'll see if that goes down. Looks like it is just the driver left. And quite an interesting battle here. Things will get out. And he will, but I think he'll be able to stop the killing tuber here. Not sure if he's already satcheled, but he doesn't have the kit. Anyway, I believe that tank might be able to get saved here, but the point is flickering, so unfortunately we're going to have to leave this little battle here as WRTB have flooded in off this front door garrison here. And looking like a good cap here. Dexter there getting a nice kill right there. But SoV being forced back. Looks like they're being pushed out of this hard cap right now. As Obus there looks to try and deal with the entire enemy team by himself, and it will be a very big spawn wave coming out here for SoV. As the defense continues. Very tough and greedy battle at the moment. And credit to SoV being able to really keep WRTB accountable here. And they are having to, utilise a lot of numbers to do this, but they are holding on to these points, and it will be a bit of a flickering here. But looks like it will be just a small amount of presence. Just a cheeky little recon vehicle going for a drive. And Super 7 there will manage to get the kill on that one. And it looks like that Churchill was dealt with by WRTB. So, airfield at the moment, not a hell of a lot going on. Looks like Cobalt's just sort of caught themselves in the middle of absolutely everyone. As the meat grind will continue here. Looks like Yahiko going in search of that garrison, and this will be huge if he can get it. I believe it is inside of the hangar. They will spawn. And wow, that was a very interesting camera angle there. Apologies. Looks like he will get Max there. I hate how jittery that is. It's not actually that jittery elsewhere. Just like controller for some reason. But yeah, the battle here will continue full front door. SoV just clearing out systematically at the moment. But in the meantime, while this battle goes on in front door, they've really been able to consolidate. Looks like Cobalt is somehow still alive. He's just chilling in there, but as I was saying, this push on ambush convoy has really been able to allow WRTB to set back up and really push them out of sector, as we can see there. Really setting up nicely. A few MGs there, just not allowing any open ground to be used. And it will just be the go have a quick look at what died up here. Looks like it is just a Puma. As we do see WRTB coming around for a really wide wrap by the looks. Yeah, it's going for a wander. Nice and high, but Obviously, this ground you do need not only for airfield, but sort of trying to wipe them out. It seems like there's a bit of a tank battle going on here. I don't think they can quite see each other though. No, they cannot. There's a little bit of a flank coming out here. For WRTB coming around the side. Southern side. So Spawny will notice this. So they will fall down here. Jeez, crossfire at the moment. Tanks galore going down at the moment. I believe looks like their medium just had a bit of a field day there. And once again WRTB just getting onto the edge of that hard cap. And it will be a bit more of a meat grind here. WRTB sort of trying to slice them in half at the moment. Just have a look. And looks like it has stagnated out a little bit. And almost feels a little too quiet. I'll just have a look. Looks like the recon's just come over. The sector's pretty much in control for WRTB as we do have a medium starting to push up the Panzer IV. And I believe we will be seeing an assault right now from WRTB. Let's get on in. A bit of a spray. And there will be a tank, I believe, going down to the Tiger. And that will hurt as that is a Churchill in their defense. As the cap does start to go with this squad getting into hard cap, and I believe WRTB are a bit better poised this time to go in and get it. They've got the tanks right up close, so we will see this P4 starting to move in. A vehicle going down to that Tiger far southeast. And I believe that is the call to go all in here, guys. WRTB having completely wrapped. Looks like one SL is sort of stuck in the middle there. As WRTB completely own this hard cap at the moment. There's Papa Joe there getting another kill, and so there still will be an OP up, but they are forced to reset from outside of sector here. Looks like a massive reinforcement coming in from the north here for SoV, and looks like another airhead coming in for WRTB, and they do seem to have the hard gap pretty much locked down here, and the spawn, so it's going to be very hard. Looks like a ricochet over here. Quite sure what ricochet, but I believe this will be the cap pretty much done and dusted here. Alrighty. Good defend as usual. Augie, and then we'll go through some of the scores here once we flick over. So, quite an interesting match there. SoV doing quite well at the start, taking out those Tigers quite early on, and unfortunately they're just not being able to get